new headquarters for Triumph Atlantic. We're a little small engineering and geophysics firm, and we're moving forward. And today is a better announcement for RDC, the Minister of Innovation. I'd like to welcome members we have here at our front table. We have the Honourable Minister Keith Hutchings. We have Glenn Janes, he's CEO of RDC, and we have our local MHA, Kevin O'Brien, which is not a stranger to most people here. I'd like to introduce the Minister. I have a few words about the announcement today. Minister Hutchings.
Thanks very much. Good morning, everybody. Great to be here. I was in Gander a couple weeks ago. I think, Kevin, was it for the Aviation Museum, the opening there, and the sun was shining. So the sun always shines in Gander, which is good. As we know, it's been a great summer from coast to coast to coast, so it's been great. Minister O'Brien, Glenn, Latrice, Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, certainly good morning again. It's great to be here. Certainly a pleasure to be here on my behalf for the opportunity to visit Triumph Atlantic. It's a chance to see firsthand how Newfoundland and Labrador's entrepreneurial culture drives innovation. Being here today gives certainly Minister O'Brien and I, as well as Glenn, Mr. Janes, an opportunity to see how strategic investments in research and development in central Newfoundland and Labrador are opening up a wide variety of opportunities. As reflected by the venue for today's announcement, Newfoundland and Labrador is home to a competitive and business-friendly environment. To ensure that the tools are in place, that this continues, and that as a province we are at optimum performance, our government under the leadership of Premier Donnerdale invests in programs and services that allow us to support business growth in all sectors of the province. Our programs are focused on economic growth, diversification, and expanding regional economies. Our province's Research and Development Corporation plays a significant role in achieving these objectives and driving innovation in a range of leading-edge sectors that leads to jobs and overall growth. Since it was incorporated in 2009, RDC has committed more than $50 million to projects in all of this province's priority sectors, including mining, fisheries, ocean sciences, advanced manufacturing, and petroleum resources. Investing in innovative R&D that leads to the development of technologies and new business opportunities strengthens our economy, creates jobs and wealth, and builds Newfoundland and Labrador's reputation as a world-class centre for excellence for R&D. This morning, I'm certainly excited and pleased to announce that the provincial government, through the Research and Development Corporation, is investing more than $1.3 million into 11 businesses, including Triumph Atlantic. This collective investment leverages nearly $1 million from other sources, including the individual business in this announcement today. Famed American businessman and inventor Thomas Edison Sr. once said, "There's a way to do it better, find it." And it's companies like we have here today that are indeed finding it, and we're partnering with them to do so. The companies that part of this announcement today, as I say, are just doing that. Their commitment to research and development in these projects will lead to advancement in marine simulation, enhanced technologies to prevent and detect money laundering and fraud, and the creation of new technologies, advancing mining exploration and petroleum exploration techniques. Companies such as our host, Triumph Atlantic, have developed a conceptual design, a device designed specifically to create a seismic wave for petroleum exploration. Known as Thud, this device is providing a more cost-effective method of acquiring seismic data than current methods. The Research and Development Corporation is pleased to be able to assist in this initiative by investing nearly $50,000 into this project. We are indeed confident Triumph's equipment will not only improve our oil and gas operations off the East Coast, but will increase efficiencies in natural resource operations anywhere in the world. Our government is committed to fostering a strong economic environment that supports the ideas and business plans of many small and medium-sized enterprises throughout this great province. Research and development is critical to this success. We have identified R&D as a strategic priority area for investment for Newfoundland and Labrador. By supporting the R&D of business in all regions of our province, particularly in rural communities, the RDC is helping create competitive advantage and grow our provincial economy. Again, it's certainly a great pleasure to be here this morning. I certainly wish each of the companies that we've announced investment in today the best of luck with their R&D projects, and we look forward to their future success here again in Newfoundland and Labrador. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Minister Hutchings. That was nice. It's good to hear that's where our support has come from. I'd like to now introduce the CEO of RDC, Mr. Glenn James. Glenn?
Thanks. Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. Trace, Minister Hutchings, Minister O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd just give you a few informal remarks. I guess one of the things that's important for me to do is, and especially to every audience I speak to, is tell you a little bit about who we are. We at the RDC, we're a Crown corporation that's been set up under this government, supported and funded to put a focus on a key and crucial area, research and development, that's going to help us long term. We work with a diversity of players, we work with academic institutions, and we work with businesses. Today we're here talking about what we're doing directly with businesses. So in that regard, this type of support to us is invaluable. We see the companies and the businesses are the people who know where the problems are, where the opportunities are. They tend to undertake activities that are applied activities, applied R&D that has a high probability of finding its way into the market, into products and services. That's what it's all about. It's about getting new products, new services, being more competitive. That's what's going to drive your economy long term. So we're here placing a focus on R&D, investing in it today to give us a really good, strong economy long term. So about the projects, what we're here highlighting today is 11 projects. These are ones that we want to announce today. It's a continual stream we're happy to see coming into RDC that we're working with. The 1.3 million today is invaluable working with these 11 companies. I think it's helpful to give you some appreciation of the type of work and diversity that's being done under these type of projects. Low-Tech is one of the companies. They're working on sensors for marine mammals. We're looking at helping them understand how those sensors are released and tracked afterwards. Firecraft. We've heard about Thud. We'll come back to that in a minute. This company has another great name. They have Spitball as their product. But they're launching or intentionally starting forest fires from a helicopter, and they need an incendiary or a device to light and be able to throw it out of a helicopter, get it where they need it to be, to put a controlled fire in place. We're working with them to do that. A couple other examples. Whitecap. They've got a 3D vision. So they've got advanced cameras, it's 3D vision basically. But they're working on remotely operated vehicles. So these are vehicles working independently or being operated by someone remotely under the water. But their camera sensor is a new technology that's going to allow the pilot who's sitting somewhere else away from that vehicle to detect where that device is, particularly in terms of how high and how low it is. It's an enhanced navigation for them. Verifin, I know was mentioned quickly in the Minister's remarks. They do money laundering. They've been doing it for years. Oh, sorry. They do software to detect money laundering. Just checking to see that this audience is still awake. But they do detection software, and we're helping them develop some of the bells and whistles. They're going to help catch the crooks. And lastly, another good example is the oil and gas supply company Technique, which is a large oil and gas supply company. They do a lot of the deployment offshore. They're working in rough seas and supply boats and other things, putting awkward, heavy things overboard in harsh environments. They want to study and do more work and design so they can do it safely, but so they don't over-design and they're building equipment that makes the best use of and best meets the needs of the circumstances. So it gives you a picture, some idea of what type of projects we're working on, what's wrapped up in these 11, 1.3 million in projects. So that really is all I wanted to say on the broader project. We're delighted to be here to speak to Triumph and to see their project. We've worked with them a bit now. Our account manager's here today. We're happy to see them bring along this project. You've heard about Thud. If I can do it, probably an injustice. It's seismic work. You hit the ground really hard. You create seismic waves, and you keep track of what waves you detect, where you detect them, and it tells you what things look like underground. The layman's version, the experts are here. And I'm really pleased that later today we're going to doing some thudding ourselves and seeing the results. So we're quite delighted. We've got lots of stuff in the pipeline. We're really pleased to be doing this type of work and doing these type of projects. And I had to look at my notes, and my marketing communication people are telling me that you have to check it out and see more about who we are and what we're doing, because I get it wrong sometimes. I can't tell you it all. Our website is rdc.org. That's a good place to start. And Bill Donovan behind me here, Bill, if you could put your hand up, is one of our account managers. So if anyone wants to speak to some of the nuts and bolts as well, please feel free to approach Bill. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
All right, thanks, Glenn. That was nice. I won't take a big lot of time. It's just a couple of things I wanted to explain more or less why we're here or where we got to this point today. You know, Newfoundlanders, I've always believed, we have a sense of practicality. It comes from survival, I would suspect, from our history, but it's not about survival anymore. Now it's about the new frontiers of things. And that sense of practicality is what brought us to this point today. We're a small organization. We have a small group of very diverse backgrounds that were brought together that actually became quite a bit stronger as a group than we were single. My brother Trevor LeDrew, he's our head geophysicist. It was his concept. He come up with the idea. We say in a dream, we don't go much farther, we don't know exactly where it came from, but we come back. The idea of having a sense of practicality was, you know, we were going to break the bonds of the fears of not getting this done. We got in the trenches, we got on a practical level with it, and that's where our DC came with us. Because in the beginning, most of them, and most people still don't even really understand what it is. It's only small, it has a very small presence. Trying to explain this thing to anybody else was very difficult for us. RDC embraced that with us. And I honestly believe myself it was not about the idea. I believe that RDC believed in us as a group, and they come on side. They felt that if what we were saying could work, they got behind. That was a big deal to have a stakeholder that does that for you, especially when we were so early in the game at this point. It makes all the difference in the world. You know, we fully support what they do. They've been a valuable asset to us. We're moving forward. We're not there yet, and we're hoping our relationship's going to carry on with them from this point. But, you know, at this point, things are very encouraging, and without their help and their support, we certainly wouldn't be where we are today. I appreciate everybody coming out to see us today. It's been a big day for us, you know, and to see our friends and family, and my dad is here. We'd like you all to have a cup of coffee or a juice and a little bite to eat. And if there's any questions, you can see the guys with the Triumph shirts on, and they'd be more than happy to talk to you about it. And if they start looking confused, then go talk to somebody else and ask them a question. Anyway, I'd like to thank both ministers today, Minister Hutchings and Minister O'Brien, and thanks to Glenn and Bill. Thank you very much. You are the man that makes it happen for us. And again, if there's any questions to us, you certainly talk to us after. Thanks for showing up today.